Let me ask you something. Have you ever walked into a room and felt like you didn't belong? Like everyone else had it all together and you were just hoping no one would notice you? I used to be that person. I'd sit in the corner, guess every word I thought about saying, smile politely, nod along, but inside I was exhausted. Not because I had nothing to say, but because I was terrified of being seen and not being enough. Confidence felt like a foreign language, like something people were either born with or faked really well. But here's the truth no one told me, and maybe no one ever told you either. Confidence isn't something you have. It's something you build. Like a brick wall, one choice at a time, one moment at a time. Even when your hands are shaking, even when your voice cracks. So if you've ever felt invisible, insecure, or like you're playing small in your own life, stay with me. Because this video isn't just about motivation. It's about real, practical steps that help me go from I can't to I just did. And by the end of this video, you won't just believe that confidence is possible, you'll have the roadmap to build it from scratch. Let's start where real confidence begins. Confidence begins not in pretending, but in choosing. Choosing to show up even when it's messy. Choosing to speak up even if your voice trembles. Choosing to keep the promise you made to yourself, the one no one else knows about. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you did something brave for you? Not because you had to, not because someone else expected it, but because deep down you knew it was time. It doesn't have to be big. Maybe it was saying no when you usually say yes. Maybe it was finally hitting upload on that video you've been afraid to share. Or walking into that room, heart pounding and staying anyway. That's the thing. Confidence doesn't arrive fully formed. It's built in the quiet moments where nobody claps for you, but you still try. You still show up. You still take that one uncomfortable step. Part 1. Confidence is built in the smallest choices. I used to think I had to make some huge transformation to become confident. Like hit the gym, get a makeover, become this new version of me overnight. But real confidence is way less dramatic than that. It looks like this: setting your alarm and actually getting up when it rings. Not for productivity, but to prove to yourself you can. Looking someone in the eyes and not looking away. Saying what you really think in a conversation, even if your voice shakes. Each of these tiny acts are like little deposits into your self-trust bank account. Because that's what confidence is. Really self-trust. The belief that no matter the situation, you'll have your own back. And here's something I want you to hear clearly. You do not need to feel confident to act confident. You can be scared and still speak. You can feel small and still stand tall. You can doubt yourself and still take that next step. Courage comes before confidence. Every time. Part 2. Rewriting the voice inside. Let me ask you something hard. If your inner voice spoke to a friend the way it speaks to you, would they still be your friend? Would they feel supported, encouraged, safe? Or would they feel judged, picked apart, never good enough? Most of us walk around carrying this internal voice that sounds more like a bully than a coach. Mine used to say things like, "You're so awkward. You're probably annoying everyone. Why would anyone listen to you?" And the worst part is, I believed it for years. But here's what changed everything for me. I realized that voice isn't even mine. It was built from years of criticism, rejection, comparison, and I had the power to rewrite it. So I started a simple practice that you can try too. Every time that voice got cruel, I'd pause and respond to it out loud if I had to. Actually, I'm allowed to take up space. Maybe I'm awkward, but I'm also kind and growing. They might not like me, and that's okay. I like me. At first it felt fake, even silly. But over time, my voice became my ally, not my enemy. And that shift is when things really began to change. Part 3. The one brave thing rule. Confidence isn't built in theory. It's built in practice. So here's the rule I started living by, and maybe it'll help you too. Do one brave thing every day. It doesn't have to be big. In fact, smaller is better, because small wins are sustainable, and sustainable wins build real confidence. Some days, my one brave thing was texting someone I'd been afraid to reconnect with. Some days, it was setting a boundary. Some days, it was just walking taller even when I felt like shrinking. And some days, it was just getting out of bed. Let me ask you, what's one thing you've been avoiding? Not because it's impossible, but because it's uncomfortable. That's your doorway to confidence. Walk through it. Just once today. Then again tomorrow, and again after that. You're not building fake confidence here. You're building proof. Proof that you're the kind of person who does hard things. And let me tell you one more thing. When your brain starts collecting proof, your life begins to change. Part 4. Confidence is quiet. Here's something the world gets wrong. Confidence doesn't mean you always have something to say. It doesn't mean you're the loudest, smartest, boldest person in the room. Confidence is being okay with not knowing. It's saying, I don't know, without shame. It's listening more than you speak. It's being grounded, not inflated. I used to walk into rooms thinking, how do I make them like me? Now I walk in asking, how can I be real, whether they like me or not? That's power. That's peace. That's freedom. And that's the kind of confidence I wish for you. Not performative, but authentic. You don't need to become someone else to be confident. You just need to become someone you can count on. You were never broken. Let me leave you with this. You are not broken. You're just untested. Your confidence isn't missing. It's just waiting to be built. And it will be. Not by pretending, but by choosing. Choosing to speak. Choosing to show up. Choosing to keep your own promises. Even when it's hard. The road to confidence starts right now. Not when you feel ready, but the moment you choose to move forward anyway. So here's your challenge. Comment one brave thing that you're going to do today, and I'll share mine too. Let's build this brick by brick together. You've got this. And more importantly, you've got you.